Okay. Okay, it hurts a little bit. Don't gritting your teeth. No gritting your teeth. That a girl.
Hold it and push.
That's a push. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Terrific.
Here.
Terrific. Yeah.
Here. Don't push.
In the arm.
Don't push.
Don't push. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, my God.
Don't push.
Very good.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's fine. It's a little boy.
You want this girl.
That's okay.
A child is born dependent and needing to be cared for many years. To grow up as part of a society, this child will need the care and guidance of a family. His family will be active supporters in many of the most important events of his life.
Suck it to him.
This new baby starts life's great adventure in the arms of his family.
Hey, Marco.
This baby, only minutes old, has already acquired one of the most important markers of social identity, a name. In North American society, the baby's personal name is chosen by its parents, an indication they are expected to take primary responsibility for its care and socialization. In other societies, a name may be chosen by senior family members, by religious specialists who are charged with selecting a propitious name, or by the child itself when it is old enough to do so. In all cases, the name and naming customs identify the child as a member of a particular family, and may even specify the place of that family within the larger social context. In most of North America, the family name is typically passed down from the father. In other societies, the surname may come from the mother. In Mexico, and some other Spanish-speaking countries, a child is identified by both its mother's and its father's family names. In all societies, naming customs reflect the importance of social relationships within the family. The family is the primary source of socialization for all members born into it. Anthropologists define a family as a woman, her dependent children, and usually at least one adult male related by marriage or blood. A family is typically part of a household, which is a residential unit that carries out economic production and consumption, inheritance, child rearing, and provision of shelter. Although the organization of the family varies from culture to culture, its basic functions are universal. The Mambuti pygmies are foragers who live by gathering plants and hunting animals in the Ituri rainforest. From the moment of birth, a pygmy baby is an important part of a household organized around the need to move frequently to find game. Women must know how to quickly build shelters that protect the family from tropical rains. Girls learn from their mothers to recognize edible plants, and they learn how to construct a hut from branches and leaves. Boys learn to hunt from their fathers. Little boys practice by tracking small prey. As their skills improve, they hunt more active game. By the time a boy has become a man, he has learned the patience necessary to track an animal through the dense forest. As their way of life is passed on from father to son, mother to daughter, the interdependent Mambuti family structure ensures the continuity of their foraging existence.
It's okay, kiddo. Good morning. It's okay. Good morning.
This North American child is socialized into an entirely different way of life. one based on industrialization. As among foragers like the Mambuti, this model is a nuclear family, which means the primary unit consists of parents and their children. The nuclear family is suited to a lifestyle in which mobility is important. The North American family emphasizes the independence of family members. This child sleeps in his own bedroom, separate from his parents. He learns that he is only welcome in his parents' room at certain times.
Turtle, that's right.
Comb your hair. Good boy. You want to wash your face?
The child is taught simple tasks that contribute to the household. He learns cultural values relating to cleanliness and order.
Okay, hold on. Good shot. Very good. Throw your clothes in the hamper. Put them in the hamper. Good job.
Okay, let's give Springer a treat.
Tasks given to the child are scaled-down versions of the work that grown-ups do.
No, give Springer a treat. There you go. Just give her one. Good boy.
The child also learns that life has some unpleasant moments.
You want to take some medicine?
No.
Oh, it's okay. You like taking medicine.
Like parents in all societies, this child's parents teach by doing.
Have some. Tyler, want a drink?
Oh, come on. You like taking the medicine.
In all societies, survival ultimately depends on the ability of families to produce children, care for them, and instruct them in the skills they need to become responsible members of the community. Psychological anthropologist Robert Edgerton asserts that not all societies perform these essential tasks equally well. The well-being of a society as a whole depends on its treatment of women and children.
There's just an abundant amount of evidence that serious physical abuse of children produces children that are not able to adapt very well in society. That kind of abuse cycles and cycles again from generation to generation. It very likely produces kids who do not trust their parents and therefore are unable to cooperate with them economically or socially. Same thing holds for women. If, as in a society I worked in East Africa, men beat women so often and so severely that women hate those men, try to poison them on any occasion that they can, you've then produced a society in which there's almost total animosity between men and women. They lead separate lives. Women would love to see their husbands die, try actively to help them to do so. Men can't sleep comfortably at night.
The organization of the family and patterns of cooperation within it depend on the way a society traces kinship and on the pattern of residence within a household. These in turn depend on the mode of subsistence. This is Haryana, an agricultural village in northern India. Dada, which means grandfather, and Dadi, grandmother, are the heads of a large extended family.
तीन लड़के मेरे पास 3 एकड़ जमीन है
Their household includes single and married sons, unmarried daughters, daughters-in-law, and grandchildren. The extended family brings together the labor force necessary to tend the fields and perform all other necessary tasks. Dada and Dadi control the family's possessions and money, which is pooled and shared.
इतनी हमने इतने पैसे चाहिए हैं इतने हमने लत्ता चाहिए है वो हम लिया तो उसमें बर्थडे को हमें जो आमदनी है बेटी आप कमाए जाओ और खाए जाओ और एक साल पर मैंने रखे रहो
In this part of India, inheritance is patrilineal, which means property and membership in the group are inherited through males. Residence patterns are patrilocal, which means that after marriage, women live with their husbands' families. This form of household organization sometimes leads to conflict among daughters-in-law.
सासू ना उठती सासू पे गाइड दी सासू से गाइड दिया जब तू क्या लगा तू सासू दुकान लाई बच्चे मेरा बात डॉक्टर लेमन दिखा तो मैं कह दूं हमरा मन ना दिखाई ना करते स्वाद में मन नहीं दिखा तो मैं ना कहूं कोई नहीं इस मेरा गोरा अगर मारे बोता नहीं रहा जाने के साथ चीज पता नहीं बे मना मेरा बनु खा जा मैं सारा क्रम तेरे हाथ है बड्डी तो हुआ हाँ हाँ योजा विदाई दिमाग से उसके तो माची मैं मेरे घर में सक में भी बड्डी जब वो देख लाए उसे तो इस बात में मान लूंगी ना मतलब क्यों मान लूंगी मैं नहीं मानूं अब रात जन हो दूं आपके बराबर रखूंगी अपने बराबर मान कराऊंगी ये भी के बात से वो ना रोसो मेरा सारा सुना मैं तो तेरे लिए मैं तो तेरे लिए सो
The patrilocal extended family is the center of work and pleasure for Dadi, her husband, her sons, daughters-in-laws, and their children. But this intensely cooperative household faces a new threat. Dadi's youngest son, Rajinder, has just gotten married, and he plans to live in the city with his new wife. The practice of establishing a new household upon marriage is neolocal residence, a pattern favored in North America. However, it threatens the economy of Dadi's extended family.
बेटी अनपढ़ थे तेरे दादा के साथ के आदमी थे ना वो इनके भाई थे वो अनपढ़ थे ठीक होया तो सारे साथ जमींदारा करते घने आदमी थे तो घना काम करते अरे इनके इनकी औलाद हुई है जो पढ़ लिखेगी पढ़े लिखे ने सोची तू तो अपनी नौकरी मत दे तू अपनी मत दे तू अपना मकान किराए पे ले लिया तू अपनी प्लॉट लेकर अपना बना ले आप पे अलग अलग फिर वो दो चार बेचारे बच्चे पे रहेंगे फिर उनमें सोचेंगे थोड़ी सी राख थोड़ी सी दे दे और बात सोचता रहे चलो भाई कोई बात ना फिर वो पीछे बीर बानी आए पीछे बहू आए पीछे वो साइड तनख्वाह रोक ली भाई इस तरह के ऊपर काम चलेगा जमींदारी में बताओ वही जमींदार ऐसा हो खा पी ले है और काम क्या क्या कारण चलेगा.
The Asante of Ghana, in Africa, face different problems of family organization. Traditionally, the Asante are matrilineal, which means property and status are inherited through females. Because they are patrilocal, however, women must leave their own village and live among their husbands' relatives. In spite of the fact that women spend most of their lives in their husband's village and work for his kin group, their children do not inherit any of his wealth or status. His relatives feel no obligation to her or her children.
Now they show when they show ma. And just I can't they do a fatty a man need yes yadi. And it's a one yes idea. Now welcome. And then the matter so ya boy ya home the yes man. And the show
Lemon, I hire Wale Bidley, and they were on the year 9. Although we'll buy Bidley, want to make sure I there's a sub will ban, one more than also fab lemon, don't to make sure.
Asante women do not live with their husbands. Each wife establishes her own household with her children. Since the women have no need to work together or cooperate with each other, the arrangement may also prove troubling for Asante men.
What different? Make up catch a business. And once we be pre-appointing, I say,
panini bi anakoda bi se dia ben mesrem monse pattern to kwan mame efiti se because panini mu a obaka se mabo kuma no amoabo no sa na nkoso panini su mu a asem aba di me ko friend pa kontinsu ni bi na wo ba wa pattern to kwan mame na kwadwudwo wonu mienu bo amame obia ekoko ato ne yamu no ansa na matemesi ma frɛ ayir panin no ma frɛ ayir kuma no so ma bisan sɛ ɛyɛ den ɛna sɛ mo yaba na obia kyerɛ ne diem na ne obɛkyerɛ mu ane deɛ nyɛ ma ka kyerɛ ne sɛ na woyɛɛ no mempɛ na woyɛɛ no mempɛ ɛnu nti no waanyɛ ne yie wo na wɔ panini pakuma ne kyɛw kyɛ sɛ ɛdan mu asiesie no no ɛnto panimu biara ne me na meyere ne wɔ no mmienu na nteaseɛ yɛ adwuma na panini no na wapaa kuma ne kyɛw na ɔnso so na ne koko adwo na ne koko adwo awie no maka kyerɛ sɛ wokora aba maame pata no ɔsɛ saa mema akosua mmienu anaa akosua mmiɛnsa ne kora kumansi oh mebeto mfomso ne bia aba ye kurunti de kyɛw o de akyem anam ji maji ukosua mua waji ukosua mu ɛhɔ no ɛyɛ meme be ma na sɛ mepɛ ne fɛdi.
In spite of their discontent with the system, Asante women continue to instruct their daughters in the skills necessary to maintain their way of life.
Ya wani afa na abeko school ubuku ni o pen atre o wadroni wo ma do wen kana yi wakatie o ba ye na wa twere ne ana yi wa fra samando and aba wiase ukenteni aba atrase.
Among the Asante, female-headed households are a traditional way of life. In the United States, female-headed households are a growing phenomenon, one that has both social and economic implications.
How are you?
Fine.
Do you want flour today?
Yeah. You guys have any butter?
Pam lives with her 3 children, supported primarily by a Roman Catholic charity.
Yes. Thank you. Great. See you guys next week.
Okay.
Pam is taking part in a job training program, but feels guilty because she is unable to provide her children with material goods considered appropriate in an industrialized society.
I feel I'm not providing enough for my children, that I'm letting them down by not working. They look forward to me coming home in a good mood, that I'm making money and that they're going to benefit from it. And I want to give them that back by working again full time and giving them what they ask instead of telling them I cannot afford it. No, I'm not going to carry you. Come on.
In the United States, where residence is neo-local, Pam suffers from the lack of support and companionship she would have as part of an extended family.
No, come on. I'm not going to carry you. Here. Let me carry you. Here. Come on. You gotta comb your hair. We're gonna go take your hair to school.
In many parts of the world, traditional families are being forced to deal with the stress of dramatic culture change. The Yanomamo are horticulturalists who live in the rainforests of northern Brazil and Venezuela. Though most of their diet comes from gardening, they often travel through the forest hunting and foraging for food to supplement their diet. All the people of a village are kin, related through the male line. Villages are linked together through marriage ties. The extension of family ties beyond the immediate villages provides the Yanomamo with a network of allies that allows them to move through the forest in relative safety. In recent years, Many Yanomamo groups have resettled near camps established by missionaries and prospectors to gain access to trade goods, rice, milk, sugar, and shotguns. As a result, villages have increased in size, leading to more disputes and exposure to diseases for which the people have no immunity.
Arroz. Arroz que você quer? É? Arroz. Carne seca não quer? Carne seca? Não. Hã? Arroz. É? Não. Arroz. Tá bom. Vai, peixe e arroz em troca de banana. Tá vendo?
E o liba. Aí botar. Aí não. Aí botar uma folhada. Olha o canal.
On the other side of the world, the Kung Bushmen of the Kalahari Desert have been forced to settle down in permanent dwellings. Much of their land has been set aside as a game park by the government, preventing the Kung from engaging in their traditional foraging lifestyle. Like the Yanomamo, the Kung lived in temporary shelters organized into camps. Individual families were free to move to other camps to forage for food or to avoid disputes. Many Kung families now live in permanent dwellings and rely on assistance programs for food. Settlements are larger and families can no longer escape troublesome neighbors. Arguments and fights are more frequent. Relationships within the family are being eroded. Yet even in the face of change, traditional family relationships are still important. When the body of a headman is brought back to his village, his relatives gather round, and his sister is overcome with grief. The funeral includes many European as well as traditional elements. The coffin is a European innovation. but the involvement of the village reflects traditional family relationships. Instructed by their elders, children share in the graveside rites, continuing a pattern of relationships stretching back through many generations. Through the family, children are nurtured and traditions are kept alive. From birth to death, significant transitions in life are witnessed and affirmed by the family.
Shush,